everyone. I hope you all might be doing good. And in previous class of civics, we have learned about the government. As you know, the government in India operates at three levels: the central, the state, and the village government. So today we are going to learn about local government, the Panchayati Raj. So let's begin. Local government, Panchayati Raj. To be able to rule a country efficiently, most governments work at different levels: the national level, the state or regional level, and the local level. In India, the central government rules the country at the national level, the state government rules at the state level, and Panchayati Raj takes care of government at the local level. The Panchayati Raj is a system of self-government in rural area. It aims at rural development by involving the rural community. It strengthens the foundation of Indian democracy. The basic idea of the Panchayati Raj system is to provide more and more space for people to participate and raise their voices. It is a three-tier system which includes the Gram Panchayat at the village level, the Janpad Panchayat or the Panchayat Samiti at the block level, and the District Panchayat or the Jila Parishad at the district level. Panchayati Raj system at the village level. Since ancient times, it was the customs for villagers to elect a group of 5 elders or Pancha, which is known as Panch, to deal with local problems or solve disputes among villagers. All the villagers obeyed the decisions of the Panchayat. The Panchayat system was reviewed by the government of independent India. With this system, people in villages could manage their own affairs. At the village level, the Panchayati Raj system usually has three parts. First, Gram Sabha, constituted by all adult members of the village who have attained the age of 18 years. The Gram Sabha holds at least two meetings in a year and discusses the important issues and problems of the village. The Gram Sabha acts as a check on the Panchayat and prevents it from misusing its power in any way. The elected representatives of the Panchayat are answerable to the people for their actions. The work that they need to be approved by the Gram Sabha. Second, Gram Panchayat. Members of this body are elected by the Gram Sabha for a period of 5 years. The president or head of the panchayat is known as a sarpanch, while the other members are known as panch. The sarpanch is selected from among the elected members of the Gram Panchayat. The sarpanch presides over the meetings of the Gram Panchayat and supervise its work. Do you know there are about 265,000 Gram Panchayats in India? Let's see some of the functions of the Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat involves in the construction and maintenance of water sources, roads, drainage, school buildings, and other common property resources. Gram Panchayat imposes and collects local taxes. It implements government programs related to employment generation and poverty alleviations. Gram Panchayat also provides health and sanitation facilities. It also controls the spread of diseases by vaccination. Gram Panchayat helps farmers to develop and improve their farms and cattle. It also helps in providing good quality seeds and fertilizers. Third, Nyaya Panchayat. The Nyaya Panchayat is like a local court. It is an important part of the panchayat systems. Its purpose is to settle minor disputes and provide justice quickly. There is one Nyaya Panchayat for 4 to 5 villages. The Nyaya Panchayat hears and decides minor civil and criminal cases. However, a member of the Gram Panchayat cannot be a member of the Nyaya Panchayat. It can fine and punish the guilty within certain limits, but it cannot send a person to jail. The main purpose of the Nyaya Panchayat is to provide speedy justice at the minimum expenses. The Nyaya Panchayat is also called the Khand Samiti, Pradesh Samiti, or Panchayat Samiti in different states. It acts as the link between the village and the district. Sources of income. In order to implement its decisions regarding the welfare of the villagers, the Gram Panchayat requires funds. The different sources through which the funds are collected are taxation levied on land, electricity, houses, water, markets, fare, registration fee on sale and purchases of cattle and sale of land, grants in aid received from the state governments, etc.